Hi, welcome everyone. Hi. Today we're going to explore the wonderful world of fellatio and show you some techniques to improve and enhance your oral sex skills. Let's begin with a lesson in male sexual anatomy. The scrotal sac is the sac of skin that surrounds the testicles. The testicles, also known as the balls, are the glands involved in the production of testosterone and sperm. Let's go to a bigger diagram. The shaft is the main body of the penis. The glans, also called the head, is the most sensitive part of a man's penis because it has the most nerve endings. The urethral opening is the hole where urine and ejaculate leave the body. The corona, sometimes called the coronal ridge, is the outer perimeter of the head, which joins the head to the shaft. If you follow the ridge of the corona to the underside of the penis, you'll notice where the two ends come together. This is the frenulum. This area is the most sensitive part of the head. The penis in this diagram is circumcised, so let's look at an uncircumcised penis. An uncircumcised penis has a foreskin, which is a sheath of skin that covers and protects the glands. The foreskin's inner fold is made of mucous membrane and keeps the surface of the glands soft, moist, and sensitive. The foreskin contains a rich supply of blood vessels and a dense concentration of nerve endings. The frenulum on an uncircumcised penis is where the foreskin attaches to the head on the underside. Back to the bigger diagram. The perineum is the area between the base of the cock and the anal opening. This is a sensitive but often overlooked spot. When you stimulate the perineum, you're stimulating the bulb of the penis. I've pointed out to you some of the spots that we know are more sensitive than others, like the head and the frenulum. But remember that every man is different, and so are his sweet spots. The kind of stimulation he likes are unique to him, which is why communication is so important. What your last partner loved may not be what works for this partner. Ask him to tell you some things he likes, and pay attention to the physical cues his body gives you as you try out different techniques. Guys, make sure you give your partner lots of feedback. Tell her what feels good, and don't be afraid to give specific directions. If this is your first time together, ask her how she likes to be touched while she's going down on you. Some women love to have their face caressed, while others like to have you hold their head or their hair. And still others like even more intense hands-on movement from you. The bottom line is that fellatio should not be a selfish, one-sided act. It should be mutually pleasurable. With good communication, it can be an intimate, intense activity that both giver and receiver can get off on. Now I'd like to welcome Roxy and Christian, who will be demonstrating many of the points I'll be discussing. Hi. Hi. Hi, have a seat. Okay, so today, as you know, we're talking about fellatio, and I want to know from you, Christian, what makes a good blowjob?
I think if the girl she's got to be into it, she's got to be passionate about it, and just, have a lot of enthusiasm. Just want to be there,
So having a good attitude.
Yes.
And do you give points for effort, even if she's not that good at it?
Sure, I guess. I mean, there's always other things, I guess, if she's not real good at it, but
effort's important.
Effort's definitely important.
And Roxy, what do you like about giving head?
Well, it's kind of hard to verbalize it, but it's kind of like almost like a submissive thing. I like to be like on my knees, whatever, and I'm very kind of servant-like when it comes to things like that. Like I like to be the one in control of how much fun he's having, but at the same time it's weird. And
so the focus is all on him.
Yeah.
And you're the one giving the pleasure.
Yes.
And that's what gets you off.
I think so, yeah.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, Christian, getting a little bit more naked, we can review our anatomy lesson on some actual anatomy.